We're just a few days into meteorological spring and it's already kicking into high gear. Let's take a look at the radar. There's nothing right now. Things are fairly calm out there for the moment. We could see that change later today though. If we look at temperatures, we're looking right around 82, 83. We're already right around 80 degrees right now as we're recording this. We could get, a couple of places could get warmer than this. I don't see us going past the mid 80s, but definitely above that norm. So temperatures are on the high end of what's considered normal for this time of year. Lows will be the same thing, quite a bit higher than that 45 degree normal, 60 to 61 degrees across the area. And also on the high end are your allergens, your pollen out there, unfortunately. I think, unfortunately, this is going to be the trend for the springtime, where this is just going to stay on the moderate to high to high level. Later on this week, we have more rain coming. That could disrupt some of this, but overall, just be prepared for a high pollen spring here. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the setup that we see across our area. Now, you're probably looking at this going, there's a cold front, there's a dry line. What else do you need, right? But despite the fact that we do have some storms in far east Texas over into Louisiana there, we are looking at a unstable but capped atmosphere above north central Texas. So let's go over the cap just ever so briefly here because we are getting into spring. We probably haven't talked about the cap a whole lot. The cap is a layer of warm, unstable air aloft that comes in off the plateaus of Mexico, and that covers our area. And when you need warm air to lift those air parcels and lift that moisture into the air, create those clouds, create those storms, and then feed those storms, what happens is you have the unstable air in the lift, and air generally cools with elevation. But then when you send up the weather balloons and you check data from airplanes, those kind of things, you start to see a layer of warm air, and this is stable air. So even though you lift that moisture up to try to feed those storms and create those storms, sometimes you look outside and you see those clouds just can't seem to get past that point. You see a few of them sometimes try to punch through there. But yeah, they really have a hard time because that level of warm, unstable air prevents that from happening. Now, there's two ways that you can get past that. One, if the lift is just strong enough and it actually punches through there, yeah, you can have a few storms do that, and that's possible today. The other thing is you can actually match the level of heat on the ground, the temperature on the surface, to what is in that cap, and that will essentially break the cap, make it irrelevant, and allow those storms to develop. Now, today we are looking at really needing temperatures of 86, 87, 88 degrees to break that cap. So we could get close, but I don't think we'll quite get there. But again, we could see a couple of those storms punch through the cap today, and any storms that do develop could be strong to severe. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has really all of our area in this marginal risk. They've pushed it pretty far west actually this morning, really looking kind of along the dry line and eastward. Now, I'm not really sure that is necessarily warranted, but it's possible out there. There's enough unstable air to feed those storms, but we'll just have to watch and see. I think we will see maybe one or two across north central Texas. Of course, it's a large area where those two storms could happen, so we could have one or two that don't even touch our area, or we could have one that pops up right here. The models have kind of reinforced that thinking that we'll probably see one or two, but they tend to have them popping up in a different place every time. Just talking about the fact that it is going to probably be random where they pop up, if they pop up. So I will continue to monitor that for you. So for today, as far as the analysis is concerned, very low tornado threat, really not thinking that's going to be the case. There was that tornado warning north of Lake Charles before, way far east of us. That's more of a tropical environment, not quite the same kind of setup we're looking at here. Damaging wind and hail, large hail, would be the main risks with any storms that we get, but even then, fairly low. So low end possibility, but still a possibility, just enough to mention it. Now looking forward in time, looking at Thursday will be a wet day. We'll have widespread showers and thunderstorms, and Thursday night into early Friday morning, we are watching the potential for a few severe storms. We've just got a 15% chance right now. It's really conditional on how things fall, so we're going to continue to watch this for you, continue to monitor it and see if that changes at all. For now, just be ready for widespread showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, some of which could be strong later Thursday evening, Thursday night period of time. But hey, we're still several days out. Could still change. So let's put all of this together in the forecast. Here's that we do have those gusty winds out there as well. But here's that 30% chance of storms later today, probably late evening, so starting around 5, 6 o'clock, going on from there into the nighttime hours. And yeah, 30% chance of storms. I think that's the max of what we're going to see. May not even see anything at all. Overnight tonight, right around 60, 84 tomorrow. Now, we do have a weak front coming in. It's only going to be enough to change the winds around just for a short time. Won't really affect temperatures. Mid-80s tomorrow. Overnight, 57 degrees. So we dry things out and we're able to drop a few more degrees overnight. Wednesday, a little bit cooler, but still fairly warm, 80 degrees. And yeah, you notice late Wednesday, we start getting into the showers and thunderstorms. Widespread rain on Thursday. Again, Thursday night into Friday, we'll be watching for the potential for a few strong to severe storms. I'll bring updates as we get closer. But Thursday will be cooler there. Gusty south winds, but yeah, we'll be cooler with all the rain around and essentially not seeing any sun that day. 59 overnight. Friday 72, and we have that other front coming in. That'll bring deeper cold air because look at this. We get back to normal for our overnight lows. 60s this weekend with lows possibly a little bit below normal. So we go below normal a little bit for the weekend, but I don't think that's going to stick around. I think we'll be warm again next week. So stay tuned for updates. Possible storms today, maybe one or two. Better chance late Thursday into Friday, and really all day Thursday will be widespread showers and thunderstorms across the area. So more updates on all of that to come.